So letting go is one of the hardest things a human has to do, especially when it comes to loving someone very much or doing something that you love. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about my experiences and what I learned on letting go. And I really hope that this video helps you in your healing process of letting somebody or something go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Solid Time Podcast. I am your host, Clutch Time. Welcome back to another episode. So thank you guys for being here. I love y'all. Today is May 13, 2026, episode 22 called Let Go. Well, let it go. My bad. So I'm going to be talking about my experiences on how I let people go, mainly when it comes to friendships, relationships. So being able to let you guys in on my experiences and what I learned, I really hope that whoever's going through this or whoever's clicking on this video and going through the same thing that I'm currently still healing from and being able to improve or as well as heal yourself in the process of it. So I really hope this video gets to help you guys in somewhat way. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on what your favorite topic is or something you want me to talk about as well. Maybe something you're going through that you want me to get my idea from or my point of view of it. But first things first, I think the hardest thing that I ever learned was, I think a friendship relationship hurts more. Like a friendship hurts more than a relationship breakup. I feel like when you stop being friends with someone, I think it hurts way more than just letting go of someone that you were with romantically. I feel like it destroys you more. I feel like the awareness of that person gone hurts in a deeper level. So unfortunately, I have faced both sides of it, you know, a friendship breakup and a relationship breakup, a romantic breakup. And I'll be teaching you guys, you know, a little trauma bomb about how I went through it and what I learned from it. So when it came to my friend, it sadly happened this past 2025. It actually happened in December. So I'm not going to give you guys the whole detail of it because that is kind of private. Even though I'm not talking to this person and I do not want to talk to this person at all. I do not want to become friends with them at all. I'm going to be teaching you guys or showing you guys. I have to stop saying teaching. I'm just going to show you guys or tell y'all about the little situation I had with her. Because it hurt a little bit more because she was one of my female friends. And I'm going to be telling you guys like what happened. So, like I said, it happened in December. I became friends with this girl since 5th grade. So you're talking about maybe a 12-year plus friendship. And I've known her for 12 plus years. I was really close with her as well. There was a period of time throughout high school, throughout the 4 years of high school, where her and I didn't speak to each other. Her and I didn't communicate at all. There was like that amount of time where there was no communication, there was no talking, there was nothing. She actually came back into my life because of one of our friends, because she's friends with him, I'm friends with him as well. And when he kind of brought her around, you know, inviting her to hangouts and everything, we started getting close again. Obviously, we knew already our bond. We knew our friendship where it was. And to be able to rebuild that, you know, it was very heartwarming because she was one of my best friends. She was one of the best friends. She was one of the first people to ever talk to me, too, when it came to going into a new school in elementary. And being able to know that all the things that we've been through, we were still able to become friends at the end. And unfortunately, it did come to an end. So in December, we had like a situation. We threw like a party, me and my friends. And at this time, I was going through a breakup. I got fresh off of no contact. And I didn't know who to run to. You know, usually when it came to all my friends, everybody was very busy. Everybody was busy with their own lives, with their own girlfriends. So I really didn't want to bother anybody. I really didn't want to ask them or reaching them out for help because I just liked how everybody was living their lives. Sorry, something was in my. Everybody was living their lives, and I just don't want to bother them. And at that time, her and I were the only ones who were single. And the friend group, there was other people as well that were single, but I will always run to her because the comfort I had with her, being my friend for so long. So, and not even that, she's a girl. Usually my female friends, they're either very busy, or don't even live here. Shout out to my friend Julissa. I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, like I had her here in Laredo and where I live. And I will always run to her about, getting a girl's perspective. So we had this party and all that. And she was asking me for advice from a guy, because she was talking to a guy at that time. She was giving me advice and all that. Asking me for advice, not giving me advice. Asking me for advice about the situation was having. I gave her my advice about it. I tried to boost her confidence. I tried to check, who she was. Don't forget who you are. The way she did with me, I was trying to return the favor. The way she uplifted my confidence, remind myself who I am, and remember that not everybody will stay into your life forever. Not everybody or someone that you meet is going to be the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. So I was trying to do the same thing she did for me as return the favor as well, because I was already healing. My healing process started, improving around that time, especially talking to her. And when it came to it, is that I didn't know that I kind of poked the button, or I accidentally said something that maybe came out the wrong way, because I really don't want to get into detail with it. But at the end, I can say is that we got into an argument. She thought a certain way that I completely was not thinking that way. And I was very upset about it, because my point of view was, how can you think of this way, or how can you think of a certain way throughout the whole time I'm talking to you? I'm talking about one person, about one situation, which was my breakup. And how can you think about that if the reason why I will run to you is because of that? I needed my friend. I needed my comfort. And then for you, when we're talking to me, trying to boost your confidence, you took it a different way. And I didn't use that. I didn't know she thought that way. It's not that I said it the way I did or said it in a certain way. No, it's you took it that way. So in my eyes, I was like, damn, did I do something? Did I say something? And I tried. Don't think that I tried to do is don't do it. Don't be me. Like I said, the other podcasts, I was a people pleaser. I wanted to be cool with everybody, or everybody to be cool with each other. So I will always try to find a way to fix things. And when it came to her, being the person that I was, I didn't want to be alone. I felt like being alone it sucked. And I had her all the time. So when I ran to her and asked her hey, what happened? Can we talk? I texted her 3 times. Not the same day, but I texted her 3 times, and I believe in the span of 2 months. And then unfortunately, when I believe late February, maybe early March, I can't recall. I want to say early March. I found out the reason why she stopped talking to me and stopped being friends with me. And it wasn't because of something I thought I did or something else. It was nothing close to that. She got the whole wrong idea of that argument, that situation, or the advice I was giving her, me saying, again, boosting her confidence, reminding her who she was, just the way she did it with me. And she took it a whole different way. So I got offended because I felt so disrespected, because not only that she will turn around and tell our friends, because we do have friends within each other, except for coming to me, because yes, our friends are our friends and they're grown adults as well, so they're not going to choose sides. But what I hated was that she made me look a certain way, a very, very bad way, like try to destroy my image, and going around asking my friends, what happened? Did you get his point of view? Did you get his point of view? Except for coming to me as an adult, and come and tell me hey, I didn't like you said this. I didn't like the way you said this, or I felt this way, I felt that way. And what I would have done is been I would have gave my side, and I would have been I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you these intentions or give you this idea, But it's not like that. It's not like that at all. And fix things, wash our hands, and move on. Whether we stayed as friends or not, I would have preferred it that way because we're grown adults. Other than her turning around, destroying my image to my friends and trying to make them decide, who to pick or who to believe, because there's always two sides of the story. It's not just one. And just because I'm a guy doesn't mean that I'm going to be wrong. Girls can always be wrong as well. The man, just because it's a man and a woman, doesn't mean that the man's going to be in the wrong. So I felt so disrespected that I regretted texting her all those times, trying to fix things with her. I texted her 3 times, like I said. I regret it because now I found out in a different way, or she didn't tell me. Someone else had to tell me what happened. And I felt so disrespected. So I said, you know what? I don't want this friendship anymore. I'm not going to try to become your friend anymore after what you just did or what you just said to people about me. You could have come up to me and tell me what happened, except for you turned around and you want to go tell others. Months later went by, a month went by, and I was like, we can fix things. I unblocked her, followed her back. She followed me back. And then, boom, I got that truth lay weight on me. And I was like, I'm trying not to cuss anymore. I was like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? You just added me back. Make that make sense. I don't know what's making sense. And then it was so hard because, one, it felt heartbreaking knowing that she got the attention from me and didn't come up to me and tell me about it and made me look bad. That's what hurt. And I don't respect her for not turning around and telling me what happened and her when to go tell my friends. I don't respect that. I don't, because we're grown adults. You can come and tell me. Come and tell me to my face. I always said, even the truth hurts, you come and tell your friend in the face what they did wrong or what you felt they did wrong. You fix it, wash your hands, you move on. And it was hard because I was like, I was so close to you. I ran to you for everything. With the breakup I was going through, I ran to you for advice to make me feel better, to make me feel like, hey, it's going to be okay. You have all of us around you. I didn't want to make myself feel alone. I was so scared of being alone because the person that I always wanted around me wasn't around anymore. She left. So I had to do what I had to do, is run to my friends and ask for comfort, or ask for their point of view, or ask for their advice. And I ran to this person that I consider my best friend, who helped me so much, by the way, to go what I was going through. And it stabbed me in the heart to turn around to make me look like a bad person, even after everything we talked about. It hurt so much. And I had to learn how to let go of, we're never going to become friends again. Because, one, it's self-respect for myself. That's the number one thing, self-respect. And I lacked it so much from not only fixing my friendship, but the old relationship that I had. Self-respect came first, and I said, no, I'm not going to want to be friends with you after you just did what you did. Except for coming up to me and just fixing things. You could have come up to me and fixed things, but you didn't. And why the hell am I going to become friends with you again after all the stuff that you were talking to me about, all the trash you were putting on my name, how bad you were making me look, and not even giving me the benefit of the doubt to give me to give you an explanation about it. So I said, no, I'm never going to become friends with you again. No, why would you do that? You did something I would never do to you. Why? So that was number one, just self-respect. 2, I had to let go because there's no way. God does things for a reason. There was a point where I said, you know what, maybe she's gone for a reason. And if God wants to take you away for a reason, then I'm going to let him, because I know I'm going to be good. I'm wishing you the best. Unfortunately, I have to wish you the best. I wanted to wish you the worst. I wanted to wish you the worst. I did wanted to wish you the worst. But I learned that you can't. You can't do that to people. You need to let them, wish them the best and let them leave. Let them leave. Why am I going to be going back or trying to fix things with you after everything you did to me? Like, I used to be that person where even though how bad you disrespected me, how bad you shitted on my name, sorry, didn't mean to cuss. After everything, I will always accept them back. And I put my foot down this time and I said, no, I'm not doing that. And not even that, you made my friends think twice about me. You know how hard that is to accept it? Or to make myself think like, damn, they see me a certain way now? You know? Like, you know how much that hurt? Of something that I didn't even do? Or something that wasn't even in the same idea of where they were thinking. I did so much to prove to myself, not even to prove myself, to prove to them that what happened wasn't really what happened. And I said, no, let it go. Yeah, I had to let it go because it's not worth the time. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth anything anymore. Especially how badly she disrespected me. No, it's not worth that anymore. You know what? Go on with your life. I wish you nothing but the best. I have to wish you the best because I'm a good person. I'm the better person. I am the bigger person. I'm wishing you the best and move on with life. Do good. I'm not going to be your friend. Do not hit me up. Do not text me. I do not want to be friends with you anymore. I would text your apology. I don't know about forgiveness. I'm supposed to forgive, but I don't know. I really don't know if I want to forgive. And if I do, I can forgive, but I can never forget. So after learning that, I had to say to myself, this is for the best. People living your life is for the best. People who were only in it for a little bit also leave. I heard this today. Think about life as a train. Passengers get into trains every single time and passengers leave. You'll see the same person go into a train and you'll see the same person leave the train. That's the same way life is. Your life is a train. The train's always going to move no matter what. People are going to come into your life and people are going to leave. They have a role to play. No matter how long it is, no matter how much impact they had in your life, if God removes them from your life, there's a reason for it. There is a reason for it. They're not going to improve you. What are they doing to you to benefit you to improving your life? Because nobody is going to be there for you other than you. Nobody's going to grab the hand and make you work for your dreams, work for your goals other than yourself. If you don't reach your goals, it's because of you. It's not because of them. If they're not helping you a certain type of way, God's going to remove them. And if they do, look around the people you have for how many years. If God still has them in your life, if you still communicate with them or still have a strong bond with them, it's because God knows that those are the right people for you in your life. So I thought about it that way and I said, oh, okay. This is a learning experience too. Now I know, after moving on from this, what to say to people and what not to say. Now I know going around is I cannot tell certain people my business. No matter how close we are, I am not going to tell you my business because I need to be careful. Because after what happened with her, I can tell somebody my business, one of my closest friends, and I don't know if they're going to turn around and be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if Joey was telling the truth. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we're going to do that. You never know. You never know. So I said, you know what? I'm only going to tell this certain person this. Besides my mom. Because I trust these two people in my life just the way they still trust me with their lives. So I said, I'm not going to be telling everybody my business. Just because we're friends, I'm not going to tell you everything. And I used to do that because you were my friend. I thought I trusted you. I trusted you with everything. That's why I would tell you everything. And now that I learned, I'm like, oh, I can't trust anybody like that. I can't really give you the benefit of the doubt because even though we're friends, hell, I've been betrayed before where it made me look horrible. You get me? So I said, okay, a learning experience, hard learning experiences. And I have a friend of mine who always tell me this. I don't think she sees the videos, but if she does, she always will tell me, oh, Joey, you're going to learn the hard way. Oh, Joey, you're going to learn the hard way. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm good. I know I'm good. I learned the hard way. And I really do felt like that friendship breakup really hurt me more than the relationship one. Because how impactful my friend was and how it helped me so much during that time, desperate times where I just needed someone in front of me to talk. Now going to my actual romantic relationship. So I met this girl, known her for years, but I never really talked to her. And I'm not same thing. I'm not gonna go into detail about it. I'm just gonna give you a short story. I was friends with her first, and then after being friends, feelings started coming along, became boyfriend and girlfriend. And I will tell you guys first things first. I will relive everything all over again if I had the opportunity, even knowing things ended the way they ended. I will relive everything. I enjoyed my time with this woman. I have nothing but love and respect for this woman. Unlike how I did with my friend. I have so much love and respect for this woman that I wish her nothing but the best. And I truly do mean that. I wish her nothing but the best. I wish everything that she deserves, she gets. I hope that she gets to dream big, not to settle for anything. Or for settle what she has right now in life. I want her to reach her goals and reach her dreams. But there were certain things that did happen that offended me as well. Made me feel way disrespected than I should have. Similar situation, which is kind of crazy. Another friend that I knew for so many years, she was close to me and to her. To me and my old girlfriend. My girlfriend at the time. She was really close with us, and they weren't even friends anymore. They were beefing, all that, blah, blah, blah. So I say, you know what? I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to want them to be friends again. She's not in my life, I think it should be the right thing, right? To say, oh, like he still cared. Try to do something sweet, Try to do something sweet. That turned around and bit me. Yeah, I regret doing that. I should have minded my business like I always did. Because, same thing. I got betrayed, words got mixed, they twisted my words, made me seem like the bad guy, blah, 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 blah. So, where I was struggling to let go of this person because, like I said, I saw this person as the love of my life, someone that I really loved. She was my best friend. She truly was my best friend. And it was very hard, knowing that I have to say goodbye to her, her family, her beautiful family, to the good morning text, the good night text, the call me, the voice messages. Can we go here? Can we go there? Let's go out of town. Let's do this. Let's do that in the future. I had to say goodbye to all that. Hanging out here in my place, going to parties with me, going to hangouts with my friends, with her friends. I had to say goodbye to all that. And that was the hardest thing that I had to ever done. Because not only one, like I was lacking with when I was with her, it was self-respect. I wanted to be the best boyfriend I can be. I tried my best. And the thing that I had to learn to let go was I did everything I can to rebuild this. I did everything I can to make this work. And it's not working. And I also had to realize it as well that I don't need someone to be thinking or lack confidence in me or trust in me because I have a female friend. I need that confidence and that trust as well, no matter who it is. If it's something reasonable or understandable, I understand it then, and I tried my best to give it. I did. There were certain things that she told me she didn't like, so I respected it, and I tried my very best to avoid all those things. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I was perfect. I wasn't, because like I said, I wanted everybody on the same page. I always wanted to be everybody good. I was really much a people pleaser. Even while being in a relationship, when that's kind of like one of the worst things you want to do is be a people pleaser while you're in a relationship. And it was very hard, knowing that I shouldn't be thinking this way. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be overthinking. And I'm not saying that she gave me signs. I'm not saying that she did things to me because it ended. Nobody did anything wrong within each other. Nobody cheated on each other. No one did this. No one did that. It didn't. It just came mutual where we just ended things. We tried fixing it. Didn't work. I tried my very best. Everything I did, everything you can imagine, I tried. I did truly try. But when it came to the very end, like I said, when it came to that one friend twisting my words, same thing. I felt like I should have gotten the respect of her coming to me and telling me and her asking me what really happened. Because the same situation happened with the friend I just lost. It's the same conversation her and I were having. And she was just like, I don't know, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know, obviously, you know, saying the stuff that my friend said. And except for asking me, is this really true? What happened? You lied. Because I gave her my point of view of the situation before I found out about the truth. And I felt like there was no reason for me to tell her about what happened, especially when we weren't talking anymore. At that time, when I found out everything, we weren't talking anymore. We were in no contact. The no contact era. So I said, it's not. If she does come back, I would tell her everything. If she does plan on being my girlfriend again, I would tell her everything, of course. But she wasn't, so I felt like she doesn't want to hear from me. So I was like, just stay away. You know, if you want me to stay away, I'll stay away. So that's what I did. And I felt so disrespected again. I didn't get the benefit of the doubt to say my side of the story, or even after everything her and I have been through, her knowing me inside and out, and of my heart, my brain, you know, who I am as a person, what I represent, what I do, of the good of my heart. Yes, I did make a lot of mistakes. Was it super major? I don't think so. I feel like we're all human. We all make mistakes. And I feel like people do worse than what I did. The mistakes that I did, I think they were very minor. I don't think they were as big as she made it seem. So they were stuff where I felt, or I had to put my foot down here too, because I never wanted to put my foot down when I was with her, because I mean, I was happy she was a woman and I didn't want to touch her because I was kind of scared of her. So I had to put my foot down this time, and I said, no, like, you're wrong. You're wrong. And how come you're not believing me or telling me, like, hey, like, let me see your side. So God wouldn't put someone in your life just to go through that. You're not supposed to go through that. You're not. You're supposed to have someone that's supposed to have confidence in you. You're supposed to have someone to come up to you and be like, hey, what happened? And I'm going to believe you. I'm going to have trust in you to tell me the truth. And I'm going to need you to tell me everything. And then I can decide if I want to stay, or I can decide we can work things out. That's who you deserve. You do not deserve someone that's going to listen to a friend of yours, a friend of hers, and just believe what they said without hearing your side of it. I understand you have friends. You have close friends. I would have done the same. I would have probably thought the same thing. If my closest friend told me, hey, this and that, blah, 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 I would have been heartbroken. I'd be like, damn, like, why? We talked about this. She lied. But then I would have gone up to her and be like, okay, what happened? Tell me the truth. What happened? And you know what's crazy about it, bro? Oh, it's crazy because it always happens with me. Every time someone betrays me or someone does something bad to me, karma always returns the favor to them. It always works with me. It's kind of scary, though. So if you know me, don't test me, bro. It's kind of crazy that all the people that I've known or have done that to me, you know, stabbed my back, they always gone in the karma back. Because I'm not trying to like glaze myself or anything, but I'm always trying to do the right thing. I'm always trying to do the right thing. I'm never trying to do a wrong thing. Never. I never have bad intentions for anybody. I do not wish anybody the worst. You know, I always see myself as like, okay, like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Trust me, that person's going to get karma. That one friend that I tried to build the relationship, they're going to get karma. And I hope when they get it, I hope they think about why they got it, and they go back to that moment where her and I had that conversation, and I hope she accepts it, that it was that fault. Oh, I'm trying not to get mad. I'm trying not to get mad. But I really hope That's the reason why they got it. Because, like I said, our Lord does not punish the good. Our Lord wants us to do good, does not want us to do bad. And there's consequences to everything. And I had to learn how to let go. It was so hard, y'all. When I tell y'all it was hard, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. And I'm still healing from it. I might not be thinking the same way as I used to. I might not be as attached as I used to. Because it's really hard going for seeing her every day, talking to her, texting her, hanging out with her. Her being my best friend, where when I got excited and I wanted to tell her something happened to my life and I wanted to tell her, or her come to tell me about something about her life or her friends or my friends, I'm gonna miss that. And it hurt a lot, y'all. Like, it hurt a lot. Like, it hurt so much, and I had to accept it that I wasn't gonna get that anymore. And I am in the stage now where I do not want. I know people move on so fast, or people get in relationships. I do not want that. I don't. I do not want a girlfriend. I do not want a girlfriend. I do not want to experience that again. I don't mind having female friends. I can be friends with you, but I am not gonna go through that again. I am very scared. I am very traumatized. Because of what happened. I don't know who to trust. I have trust issues, and now this shit got worse. I'm very antisocial, and shit got even worse now. But you have to let go. I'm sorry. You have to let go. You have to let go of that person. Or that one thing you chased. If it's not working, you have to let it go. And that sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you have to do it. It's the only thing that's gonna find you peace. It's the only thing that's gonna allow you to sleep well at night, being able to allow you to eat, and allow you to improve yourself as a person. And there's kind of blessings in disguise that I always say. When I ended that relationship, like I said, I was enjoying everything. I was having the time of my life. I put my dreams aside for this person because I didn't want to do anything that was going to jeopardize our time together. Like I said, I wanted to be the best boyfriend I ever can, the best boyfriend she ever had, and she was going to stay with me. We planned all this, the same Romeo and Juliet story. We planned this, we planned that, the wedding, kids, our marriage, all that. It was the same thing. And when we stopped talking and we broke up and everything, it gave me opportunities as well to start doing this. I was doing this before her, but then when I got with her, that's when the break started, and I didn't upload anymore. I didn't do anything. And then when I ended things, it gave me the opportunity again to do this again, do more stuff, and improve myself as a person as well, becoming a man. Like I said, I feel like a man. Well, this is what Matthew McConaughey said, so I believe Matthew McConaughey because it's true, especially being like the only child and being a son to a single mother. You become a man once you're able to be held responsible for others. And it's crazy because I see that with my friends. I'm very proud of my friends that get held responsible to their families and they live up to it. They do what's best for their families. They do what's best for their kids. And I really like seeing that because it inspires me so much to become a better person, to become a better man, because I did look at myself and I'm like, I don't have my shit together. Sorry for cussing again. I don't have my stuff together. I don't have my life together. And this is the opportunity to do that. Because like I said, there was a lot of stuff where I would do that a responsible man wouldn't do. And I needed to learn that. So I needed to be by myself for a bit and accept what was happening, move on, and improve myself and accomplish my dreams. Because now there's only one goal now, and it's become a YouTuber. And I changed my mouse pad to the Go so I can look at it every day, and it's the 1 million pack. So being able to reach this is the main goal. I want this. I want the real one. I want the real one. And you can't see, but it doesn't have a name on it. So usually the name goes down here. So the reason why it doesn't have it is because I want it to have mine. And I want the real one to come in and for it to have my name. And it's going to be my biggest accomplishment in life. And obviously after that, there's going to be more goals to reach. So take that time of reflecting on your life and reflecting what you want to do and how you want to improve yourself. And let go of the things that are holding you back. Especially when it comes to letting someone go. Like I said, no matter what it is, no matter who it is, you need to let them go. You can't keep fighting forever if that person's not fighting back with you as well. It's the sad truth, but it's true. You can't be preparing yourself for fighting the war if they're not fighting for you either. And if they show you that, then you need to move on. Have self-respect as well. Don't disrespect yourself. You know, you represent yourself right. You want people to look at you and, you know, have a lot of respect for you. So think about your future plans, thinking about your future goals to be able to reach them, because that's honestly what's been helping me a lot. Like working out, I feel like I look way better than what I used to. I'm improving myself a lot when it comes to physically. I feel like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like I look amazing. I feel like I've been looking really good. And when it comes to my work, I'm just trying to get out of there. I want to pursue this as my main job. You know, I want to be a YouTuber so badly. And not even that, just being able to be responsible for myself. I don't want to depend on others. I do not want to be struggling. I do not want to be doing anything that's not in the right. Finish school as well. That's one of my biggest goals, to finish school. To leave school with my master's. That's my main goal when it comes to school. I want to get my master. I want to finish school already with my master's and move on with life and whatever God brings me with it. And taking it day by day to help so much. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Stop thinking about yesterday. Live in the moment. Think about what you're doing right now. Think about what you're doing that's improving yourself. And one of my friends always says this is, are you better than who you were yesterday? My friend Frank always said that, and I always thought about it every single day. I think about it a lot. Like, are you better than what you were yesterday? And the person from yesterday and yours, you know, getting compared, the one of you today is supposed to be better than the one of you yesterday. Are you better than yourself than you were last month? 2025, the beginning of the year. We're 5 months in the year already. It's kind of crazy. But 2026 has been not only a hard year, but it's been a very, very learning experience as well, where I'm going to be glad that I experienced this, because I'm going to be able to look back on it and see how far I came. And I'm very excited to see what the future holds. And you guys should be excited too. You guys have a lot of stuff to accomplish. You guys have a lot of stuff to work on. And your future is bright. God will reward you. God is going to guide you. You just need to also put in your part. And I know it's hard saying goodbye to people that you really love or something that you really loved, but you do need to say goodbye. Not everything lasts forever. Not everything does last forever. So prepare yourself. Pray. Be very faithful. Pray. Depend on God, because He is our Lord and Savior, and He does have a plan for us. He does. You just need to believe in Him and depend on Him, because He's not going to do stuff for you that is going to hurt you. No, He's going to do stuff for you to become better, and for you to look back at Him and be like, you know what, like, it is. You are my Savior. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope whoever's watching this video, I hope you're doing good. I know it's hard right now, but you need to keep going. Even the days that you don't want to do anything are the most important days that you need to keep going. So I thank you guys for listening to this podcast and listening to me. I know it got a little bit sad in the end, but it's true. You guys need to hear this. Let go of what's holding you back. You need to say goodbye to whoever that person was or what you did, because I had to do it and it was the hardest thing ever in the world. You're not going to heal within a week. You're not going to heal by next month. You're not going to heal, as fast as you think you are. Time does do its thing. I feel like time is the most important thing because time does heal everything. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. I love y'all, man. Send this to someone who really needs it, someone that you know, a friend, a family member, or even a partner, to show them that you care and to show them that there is light at the end of the dark tunnel, and to accept reality and to move on and to be excited for tomorrow, because you never know, you're maybe one thing away from accomplishing everything and to be where you're at in life. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. As always, turn on your notification bell. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Clutch Time, the main YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And I'll see you on the next video, man. I love you. Stay blessed. And let it go, okay? Love you, man. Peace.